Hello viewers, a warm welcome to all. This module is an overview of carbon-based nanomaterials. First of all, something about carbon. As we all aware, carbon is unique and an indispensable element in our world. It is the sixth most common element in the universe. It is the second most abundant element in the human body by mass. It is 15th most abundant element in the earth crust. Now, carbon-based nanomaterials. They are designated as, notated as CBN. Carbon-based nanomaterials have attracted significant interest in diverse areas due to their structural dimensions and properties. They are associated with excellent mechanical, electrical, thermal, optical and chemical properties. Studies in last few decades shown that these materials have a tremendous impact in the biomedical field. This is due to their diverse capabilities. Carbon-based nanomaterials mainly include the following types. They are fullerenes, carbon nanotubes, graphene and their derivatives like graphene oxide, carbon quantum dots or CQDs, and nano diamonds. And this discussion mainly focus on an overview of these type of nanomaterials. The picture illustrates various carbon-based nanomaterials such as fullerene, carbon nanotubes, graphene, carbon dot and nano diamond. Let us have a glimpse on various carbon-based nanomaterials one by one. First of all, fullerenes. Fullerenes are the third allotrope of carbon after graphite and diamond. Graphite and diamond exclusively studied for their physical chemical properties, and fullerenes are recently discovered third allotrope of carbon, and fullerenes are discovered in 1985. Fullerene consists of carbon atoms connected by single and double bonds so as to form a closed or partially closed mesh with fused rings. Buckminster fullerene is the smallest fullerene molecule containing pentagonal and hexagonal rings. Pentagonal ring means ring comprised of 5 carbon atom. Hexagonal ring means ring comprised of 6 carbon atom. These rings in which 2 pentagons share no edge, that is, there is no edge sharing between 2 pentagonal rings. It is also most common in terms of natural occurrence as it often found in carbon soot. Next category is carbon nanotubes. What are carbon nanotubes? Carbon nanotubes are cylindrical large molecules consisting of hexagonal arrangement of carbon atoms. Note that here there is no pentagonal ring is present. These may be formed by rolling up sheet of graphene constructed from hexagonal rings of carbon. Here you can see a graphene sheet, and rolling of the graphene sheet in a particular pattern implies the formation of carbon nanotube. SWND simply designate single walled carbon nanotube. Can have one layer or multiple layers in this arrangement, and this CNDs can have caps at the ends making them look like pills. Single walled and multi-walled carbon nanotubes. The carbon nanotubes can be divided into two categories. These two categories are SWCNT or simply SWNT, single-walled nanotube or single-walled carbon nanotube, and multi-walled carbon nanotube. This is definitely according to their structure. In a single-walled carbon nanotube, there is only one wall, but in multi-walled carbon nanotube, there are concentric walls one inside other, just like the arrangement of PVC pipes, small one placed inside a bigger one like that. Next category of carbon-based nanomaterial is graphene and their derivative. Graphene is another allotrope of carbon consisting of single layer of carbon atoms arranged in hexagonal lattice. It is the basic structural element of many other allotropes of carbon. It can be considered as an indefinitely large aromatic molecule, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. Graphene has many uncommon properties. It is one of the strongest material. It can efficiently conduct heat as well as electricity, and it is nearly a transparent material. Another one, graphene oxide. Graphene oxide is simply a chemical derivative of graphene. Graphene oxide is notated as GO. GO is chemically modified graphene containing oxygen functional groups such as epoxides, alcohols, and carboxylic acids. Chemical analysis revealed that carbon to oxygen ratio in graphene oxide is approximately 3:1. The graphene oxide is the oxygenated counterpart of one atom thick graphene sheet. That is the simplest representation of graphene or simplest definition of graphene. Graphene is the oxygenated counterpart of one atom thick graphene sheet. Another category of carbon based nanomaterial is nothing but carbon quantum dots. It is notated as CQDs. Carbon quantum dots or C dots are new class of carbon material that have emerged very recently and are potential competitors to conventional quantum dots. They are said to be the clusters of carbon atom with diameter of 2 to 8 nanometer. They are almost small nanoparticles. The diameter is in the range of 2 to 8 nanometer only. Picture shows a chemical structure of carbon quantum dot. Last category under today's discussion is nano diamonds. Nano diamonds or NDs are diamonds with size below 1 micrometer. Nano diamonds consists of tetrahedrally bonded carbon atoms in the form of a three-dimensional cubic lattice. This structure imparts, the special structure of nanodiamond imparts the properties of a diamond or properties similar to that of diamond. Nanodiamonds can be easily functionalized with different ligands. That is, chemical modification is possible in nanodiamond. Now, we can have more details about the first type of carbon based nanomaterial, that is fullerene. In this part, we focus on the following aspects, that is discovery of fullerene, types of fullerene, its synthesis, purification, different derivatives of fullerene, and applications of fullerene. First of all, discovery of fullerene. The first fullerene was discovered in 1985 by a group of 3 scientists, Harold W. Kroto, Richard Smalley, and Robert F. Gull. Note that These peoples won Nobel Prize in Chemistry in the year of 1996. These group of scientists got cage-like molecules composed of 60 carbon atoms during vaporization of graphite rods using laser in an inert atmosphere of helium. Here in C60, 60 carbon atoms joined together by single as well as double bonds to form a hollow sphere, just as shown here, with 12 pentagonal and 20 hexagonal faces. Hexagonal faces are 20 in number and pentagonal faces are only 12. This is the structure of C60 unit. This is a design that resembles to a football or a soccer ball. The C60 was named as Buckminster Fullerene or simply the Buckyball. This is after American architect R. Buckminster Fuller, whose geodesic dome, which is an architecture construction created by him, which is in same structural principles as that of Fullerene. This is Buckminster Fuller and his geodesic dome. Now, types of Fullerene. After the discovery of C60, several fullerenes are synthesized and characterized. Fullerenes with fewer than 60 carbon atoms are known as lower fullerenes, whereas those with more than 70 carbon atoms are designated as higher fullerenes. On the basis of structural variations, there are different type of fullerenes. Thus, based on the structural variations, following fullerenes are reported. Buckyball clusters. This is the most common buckyball. It is C60, but in addition to C60, C20 is also reported. C20 is the smallest member in the buckyball cluster. It is having a dodecahedral structure. Nanotubes. Nanotubes have very small dimensions. They are cylindrical fullerenes. Note that nanotubes can be considered as cylindrical fullerenes. Polymers. Polymers are formed under high temperature and high pressure. These can have different shapes. It may be one-dimensional, two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Nano-onions is another category of fullerene. They are spherical in shape. They have multiple carbon-layered structure with a buckyball core between the layers. Megatubes. Megatubes have larger diameter as compared to nanotubes. They have walls of different size. Buckminster Fullerene C60, the most common form. It is a molecule having 60 carbon atoms. It is having soccer ball or football structure as we discussed earlier. Synthesis of fullerene. The most common method employed for the synthesis of fullerene is arc discharge method. A pictorial representation of arc discharge method is shown here. You can see the presence of two electrodes. A DC power supply is there. We are applying a high potential difference between these two electrodes. As a result of the pulse generated, electric pulse generated under high temperature, a discharge is obtained and fullerenes are produced. Parts of the apparatus are furnace for heating purpose, a tube made up of quartz electrodes of carbon, cathode and anode. A trap which is water cooled and high voltage pulsed power unit is also associated. In the arc discharge method, for heating or annealing process of carbon clusters, a buffer gas is allowed to pass through the quartz tube. The tube temperature is maintained between 25 and 1000 degree Celsius. In this method, electrodes at a negative terminal is consumed. Then the carbon after condensation is annealed to form fullerene. The fullerene and other carbon particles are then collected on the water cooled trap. Another part is purification of fullerene. Innovative, cost-effective methods have been established for purification of fullerene. C60 can be purified to extremely high levels, that's purity of very high percentage. Fractional crystallization is a common method for the purification of fullerene. Fractional crystallization of fullerene in 1,3-diphenyl acetone solvent yields 99.5% pure fullerene after 3-step process. After these 3 steps, the adsorption of contaminants like C70 on the charcoal can increase the purity again to higher levels, that's purity of 99.99% can be attained. Another area is derivatives of fullerene. Many chemical modifications of fullerenes were discovered. Some derivatives are shown. Alkali doped fullerene is its first category. A fullerene is electronegative. It readily forms compounds with electropositive metals or electron donating atoms like alkali metals. This leads to the production of alkali doped fullerides. Here, alkali metal atoms fill in the space between buckyballs. Popular examples of alkali doped fullerenes include K3C60 and Rb3C60. Another category is endohedral fullerene. As we are aware, fullerene has a closed hollow cavity. This cavity is a closed shell of carbon atoms, and it is possible to enclose another atoms or small molecules inside. This class of fullerene derivative in which atoms or molecules present inside the cavity of the fullerene is known as endohedral fullerene. The atoms that form stable endohedral compounds include lanthanum, yttrium, scandium and some of the noble gases. Fullerene, its cavity is filled with atoms or very small molecules. The resultant structure is endohedral fullerene. Another derivative of fullerene is exohedral fullerene. Exohedral, as the name indicates, some groups are present outside the cavity or shell of the fullerene. It is just opposite in arrangement of endohedral fullerene. As we learned, in endohedral fullerene, the groups or atoms are present inside the cavity of the fullerene. However, here in exohedral fullerenes, the molecules or some atoms or groups are attached on the surface of the fullerene, outside the cavity of the fullerene. They are molecules, that is, exohedral fullerenes are molecules formed by chemical reaction between fullerenes and other chemical groups. This type of exohedral fullerenes are also called functionalized fullerenes. These functionalized fullerenes can be used for enormous number of applications, such that through this functionalization it is possible to attach different molecules of our interest for desired purposes. As fullerene possess conjugated pi system of electron, addition as well as redox reaction are possible on fullerene surface, and this reaction lead to the formation of exohedral fullerenes. The picture illustrates the formation of an exohedral fullerene, in which a 5-membered nitrogen group, piperidine part, is introduced. Fullerene, its surface is modified, nothing happened inside the cavity. Since the group is present exclusively outside the ring, the name exohedral fullerene. Another category of fullerene is heterofullerenes. Hetero word means different. Heterofullerenes, we all aware carbocyclic rings and heterocyclic rings. Benzene is a carbocyclic ring which contain only carbon atoms in the ring. But in the case of pyridine, in addition to carbon, a heteroatom nitrogen is placed as a part of the ring. Hence, pyridine is a heterocyclic compound. And now we are discussing heterofullerene. Heterofullerene means atoms other than carbon, that is heteroatoms, are also present as a part of the fullerene structure. The atoms that can present as the part of the cage structure is heteroatoms like nitrogen, boron, etc. The simplest example is Asa fullerene. Asa stands for nitrogen. In C60, there are 60 carbon atoms as the part of the shell structure. But in Asa fullerene, denoted as C59 nitrogen, one carbon atom is replaced by the heteroatom nitrogen. Since heteroatom nitrogen is incorporated as a part of the fullerene structure, we use the name heterofullerene. Next part of our discussion is applications of fullerenes. As I mentioned, fullerenes are recently discovered allotropes. Enormous research is still going on based on the application of fullerenes and their properties. The applications of fullerenes in different fields, including medical field, always received great attention of the researchers. Fullerenes have been extensively used for biomedical applications, that is application in biological field and medical field. The word biomedical means in medicine and biology together. The applications are the design of high performance magnetic resonance imaging contrast agents. We heard about the imaging technique, magnetic resonance imaging. In order to increase the picture clarity in MRI, we use several contrast agents, and fullerene derivatives can be used for the development of high performance MRI contrast agents. X-ray imaging contrast agents can also be developed from fullerenes. Another application in the biomedical field is photodynamic therapy, which is a very important recently discovered therapy. In the field of gene delivery and drug delivery, fullerenes are highly useful. Other generalized applications of fullerene. Applications are enormous, and we are pointing out only some important generalized applications. Fullerenes are highly useful as organic photovoltaics for power generation. As antioxidants and biopharmaceuticals, fullerene has major role. Fullerenes can be used as polymer additives. There are several catalysts based on fullerenes. We know catalysts can enhance the rate of a chemical reaction. There are several derivatives of fullerene which prove their efficacy as better catalysts. Water purification is another important application of fullerenes and their derivatives. They are also used for biohazard protection catalysts generation. In portable power devices, fullerenes and their derivatives found enormous application. Research is going in this area in a very serious manner. Thus, in this module, we came across different type of carbon-based nanomaterials and a brief introduction of such materials, and we considered fullerenes in somewhat good detail. That's all about this module. Thank you.